We're a marketing and advertising agency, so we do branding, basically the creation of brand images, brand design, and then all of the executional elements of that. So whether or not it's digital, print, email marketing, social, PR, event marketing. We basically help sell things. That's what I like to position ourselves. Clients hire us to sell things, whether or not it's Doritos or it's GE. We're trying to influence behavior and drive some type of action.
Okay.
So.
And as you think about this space, the last 20, 30 years,
it's changed a lot.
Yeah. So talk a little about that. How do you adapt to that? How
not to sound crass, but in my last agency, we used to say that we were really good at shit that folds, right? Direct mail, sales aids, journal ads,
paper,
newspapers, anything, newspaper ads, anything like that. Now I would say 90% of what we do has some type of digital component to it. So the whole business has really changed. Data drives a ton of it because we're now accountable. I used to love when we weren't accountable, but now we're completely accountable because you can measure everything, as we know. And it's requiring a whole different type of skill in terms of who we recruit and the types of folks that we hire. So in the past, it was all about creative, and creative is still very important, but it's different, right? You're creating different. The creative that we're building is different for digital than it would be necessarily if we were doing 60-second television commercials and things like that.
Right.
So
has that changed the cycle time? I mean, from sort of the beginning of a project to the time that you deliver?
You know what? I don't know. Well, yes, it's definitely shorter, and there's a more immediacy to tracking whether or not something's working or not. So if we're running ads on Google for a particular client and driving those people that click on it to an offer or a landing page or something, we can tell in a day whether or not it's actually working, testing different messages, testing the time of day on when the ads run. Everything is trackable. So in that instance, yes, it's a whole science behind tracking all that stuff, which it's fun. But it's also, you got to be pretty quick and nimble, right? In the past, we would take 3-4 months to develop a creative campaign. We still may take that for the actual creation of the branding, but then after that, the execution becomes a lot more immediate.